So, you didn't know you needed to know anything about proportions, but you clicked on this video anyway because you're just nosy. Well, come into my closet. Let me help you. Hey you, welcome back to my channel, What I Wore to the Store. My name is Sophia and I have over 40 years of experience wearing clothes. This is a place where I help women get dressed to go to everyday, regular places. We are not going anywhere fancy. We're just running good old-fashioned errands. Well, today we're going to be talking about proportions. And I don't mean proportions in baking. This is a topic that I feel is not talked about enough. We don't talk about proportions enough in the fashion world, on YouTube at least. This is something that can make or break your outfit. We've talked about our kibby body type. We've talked about our 3 words in terms of finding our personal style. But then we haven't talked about proportions, which is how to bring all those things together in a cohesive way that is actually flattering on your shape, no matter what it is, okay? This is not kibby specific. This is just one of those things that works across the board. Now, I want to say this about proportions because this is not a hill you have to die on, okay? This is just a starting point. If you put on an outfit and you feel like a little bit frumpy or you just feel like something's just off, this could be one of those things that will fix that problem. Now, I know I've said that about a lot of things. I know I said, if you feel like something's off, it's because one of your words is missing. If you feel like something's off, it's because of your kibby body type. But I mean it for real this time. If you feel like something's off, it is likely your proportions. We're going to address how to put an outfit together that is proportionately correct. Oh, and another important thing about proportions, it doesn't matter if you are big, tall, short, skinny, long, stout, chubby, whatever you want to identify as, these rules still apply to you. In fact, everything that I've discussed on this channel so far is not specific to a certain type of body. That doesn't mean this only works for people who are in shape or people who are overweight or people who are tall or people who are short. This is not that type of channel. These rules apply across the board. You might have to put your thinking cap on to imagine how certain things will look on your specific body type because I'm only me, so I tried these clothes on, but I only got one body. So I do the best I can in trying to explain, like, this works for any type of body, okay? This is not size or age specific. Now, the clothes I wear, you know, you may or may not like them, but the rules, they apply across the board, okay? If you're interested in learning about proportions, you've made it to the right corner of the internet. And if you are not interested, oh well, you're gonna learn today. Okay, so let's begin with proportions. The first thing we're going to discuss with proportions is the rule of thirds. This is a rule that initially started in the world of design and photography and art, but it also trickles on over into fashion. In photography, we divide the image into 3s, horizontally and vertically. And what typically they say you should do is put your subject on one of the intersections of the third. I'll show you an example of what I mean. Now, I'm a strong believer that rules are meant to be broken because in my photography, I like to put my subject dead center. A lot of times, not all the times, I do like to, move the subject around a little bit, but a lot of times I do like my subject dead center. So that just goes to show that, hey, rules are meant to be broken, but they're there so that you can have a foundation, a place to start. And if you find that in your outfit something is just a little bit off, this is one place that you can start. So in the rule of thirds for fashion, we basically say that your body should be divided into 1/3 portion and a 2/3 portion. So this outfit that I have on right now, this white shirt and these jeans, cut my body in half. Technically, this is not supposed to be as visually appealing as it would be if the top half of my body was 1/3 and the bottom half was 2/3, or vice versa. The bottom half is 1/3 and the top half is 2/3. That's supposed to be more visually pleasing, more easy on the eye. Things just fall into place a little bit better. This cuts me in half. I have very long legs. You might even still be able to tell, even though I've been cut in half, that I have long legs. I am only 5'3", but I look a good 5'7", 5'8", at least, okay? I'm only 5'3.5". I give myself that ½ inch, but I look short. if I were to divide my body differently, you would be able to see that length and that vertical line, as Kimmy calls it, a little bit better. And I wouldn't just look so, as the people say, basic. So let me show you what I mean. Let me change. Okay, so here's an example of me being cut in 2/3 and 1/3. The bottom portion of my body is 2/3 of the outfit, and the top half is 1/3 of the outfit. This is allegedly supposed to be more visually appealing, more, I don't know, what do you call it? Good. I actually agree. I will break that rule sometimes, but a lot of the times I try to divide myself in 1/3 and 2/3, whether that be 1/3 on the bottom and 2/3 on the top, or 2/3 on the top and 1/3 on the bottom. Okay. As you can see, I have very, very, very long legs. Okay. My torso is shorter. A lot of times they try to get us to correct those things. If you have a short torso, don't wear high-waisted jeans because it's going to make your legs look longer. Okay. And what's the problem? There's no problem with that. And don't wear, they tell you all sorts of things. These things are just supposed to be a foundation of where to begin with fashion, where to begin with proportions, where to begin with color, where to begin, so that as you get comfortable, you can break those rules and do other things, honey. If you do have short legs, wear high-waisted jeans if you want your legs to look longer. Sometimes it's okay to just accentuate things and not try to balance everything all the time. I'll be right back. And we're back. All right, so here's an example of 2/3 on the top and 1/3 on the bottom. I also like this. I also feel like this is still flattering because we are following, I don't know, the proportion rules, so to speak. All right, so this is an example of 2/3 on the top, 1/3 on the bottom. Now, we're not discussing my 3 words and whether or not this outfit fits into my 3 adjectives, which are chill, sexy, and creative. We're just talking about proportions here. Let me give you a different example of how not to divide your body into 3s. I'll be right back. So I'm back with a dress on because this is where I see people make this mistake most often, is with dresses, cutting our bodies up into odd proportions. Now this dress is a midi-length dress, and so it already is kind of divided my body up into 2/3 on the top and 1/3 on the bottom. So this means whatever shoe I put on the bottom should make my vertical line just continue. It cannot break it up. So I only have a few options of the shoe that I can wear on the bottom that will not break up my body into like 1/8 and all sorts of tiny little proportions on the bottom, making me look strange. Okay, so let's put on the first shoe. This first shoe is a no-brainer. It is a long shaft boot. And I'm trying to keep with the whole what I wore to the store type theme. So I didn't want to wear a shoe that is uncomfortable because we're going to the store. We're going to the post office. We're going to pick up kids. We're going, I don't know where we're going, but we're not trying to overdo it with like a pump or something, especially since this is actually a casual dress. You probably can't tell, but it's made out of like long john type waffle type material. So it's a casual dress. So we're not trying to like go crazy with it. So I put these boots on. This is the no-brainer, okay? This continues the vertical line. I am not cut up in weird proportions. I'm actually just one long proportion, if you ask me. But technically, it is 2/3 on the top, 1/3 on the bottom, which makes this look seamless, all right? I don't look like I have tiny little legs or a tiny little torso, and everything just looks, I don't know, proportionate. I look like I have one continuous vertical line that looks long, in my opinion. So that is with a boot where the boot meets the hemline of the dress. I could even stand like if the boot was just a little bit shorter and I had a little peak, right? That would still be okay, okay? Even if the dress was shorter, that would be fine, especially because the boots are the same color as the dress, or it's a neutral color and it kind of just flows together, okay? Now I'm going to show you what not to do with a midi dress, or any kind of dress for that matter, okay? Be right back. Here we go. Here's what not to do. Now, it's not terribly offensive, especially because of the boot color and that sort of thing, but it is above my ankles, but it cuts my body into 2/3 and then what is that, like one 1/16? I don't know fractions, y'all. I don't know. But I have these lines that are not cool. Not to mention, this is just not a flattering boot to wear with something short. Okay, this should be worn with jeans or something over it. In my opinion, that's just my opinion. Okay, but you can see how it cuts my body. It's not terrible, but it's just not as flattering as the long shaft boot. Okay, so just try to pay attention, especially if the boot is above the ankle. Once you reach the ankle, it's fair game. You've done the things. The body is cut the way it's going to be cut after it reaches the ankle. Then we can kind of calm down and wear whatever kind of shoe you want to wear, as long as it, makes you happy. Okay? So this is what not to do. I'm going to give you another option of what to do. If you don't want to wear, or you don't have a long boot like the one I showed you earlier, here's another option. All right, you can wear a sneaker. You can wear a high top sneaker like the one I have on, as long as it begins after your leg begins to taper into your ankle. You've got to show that smaller part of your ankle in order for a look like this to work. That other boot I had on was above where my ankle or my leg began to taper. So we're showing the smallest part of my leg where it begins to taper. And so we've passed the danger zone and we are now entering the safe zone. If this was a little bit higher, we would be, teeter-tottering on cutting our body into weird proportions. But because we are down here where our leg tapers into the ankle region, we are in the safe zone. So a sneaker, that is another option. And if you had a low top sneaker, like a low sneaker altogether, you're safe. Perfectly fine. Okay, I'm back with another style proportion rule or theory, so to speak. This is the theory of big, slim skin. Before we get into what it is, I wanted to show you my outfit. I wanted to wear something smart, as the Brits call it, something a little bit sexy, something just like, sophisticated, right? So I have on these vintage Lee jeans, a little kitten heel pump. To all the ladies who were like me and who were very anti-kitten heel, just go with it, okay? Enter into this kitten heel era with an open mind, okay? Because we're here, honey, and I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like it. I have entered into my full-blown kitten heel era. Well, not all the way, because certain looks, I'm wearing a regular heel. I'm wearing a regular pump. But anyway, wearing kitten heels. I'm wearing these vintage Lee jeans, okay? I love this little slit. I'm not showing my butt cheek, y'all. This is well below my butt cheek, all right? Yeah. I have on a white belt just to mix things up a little bit so that it's not so expected, but it's breaking a style rule. Well, it's not a rule, it's a theory, and it was developed by a woman named Amy Smilovic, the owner, creative director of Tibby, right? Absolutely love her. You may not like the style of their clothing or the things that they wear all the time, but when I tell you this woman knows fashion, she does, and she developed something called big slim skin. Basically, in your outfit, you should, if you're struggling with proportions, okay, you should try to mix things up by wearing something big, wearing something slim, and showing a little bit of skin, okay? So we got our skin on the feet, got our skin up here, but everything is slim. The top is slim, the jeans are slim, the shoes are slim. Everything is slim. So we're dealing with slim, 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 and skin instead of big, slim skin. So now let me show you what that will look like with big, slim skin. Excuse the mic. I mean, I gotta have a mic, you guys, okay? So, yeah. This is slim, slim, slim. We're going for big, slim skin, and that's just going to make our proportions look more cohesive, look more effortless, look more chic, if you will. The outfit's good. There's nothing wrong with this outfit. And we can just elevate it just a little bit more. Before you start, Sophia, I like the other outfit better. We're not done yet, okay? We just added the big, right? But remember our other style rule about rule of thirds, okay? Right now, this is cutting me in half. So we're going to show that we have a waist that exists, okay? We're going to show our little waist right here. Now, hold on a second. Immediately made things better. Okay, it's giving effortless, it's giving chic, it's giving I have a waist, it's giving I'm not cut in 1/8 and 2/16. I'm cut in 1/3 and 2/3, but it's not finished because we got the big, we got the slim, we got a little sliver of skin. Okay, but we can show a little bit more. This is one of my favorite style hacks. You don't have to be naked to show skin. Skin just means something very fitted to the body, actual pieces of skin where you can see your skin outside of your face, your feet, anything. Okay, little cut out here. But this is my favorite style hack. Show your wrist, especially if you're wearing an oversized shirt. Okay, show these small, delicate parts of your body immediately. Hold on, that's not even. Immediately, things are better. I feel effortless. I still feel sexy. I still feel chic, but everything's not tight and fitted, right? It looks more like, oh, I just threw this on to run to the store, which is how we want to look, even though we were like, okay, big slim skin, 2/3, 1/3. What are my 3 words? Chill, sexy, creative. We did all the things. Our proportions are right. We got the 1/3 on top, 2/3 on bottom. We got our big, slim skin. Oops, I almost fell. And skin. And I feel like I'm in my, using my adjectives properly, okay? I got my chill. We got on an oversized shirt with a lot of ease in it. Some jeans, chill. And the jeans are ripped. So that is also chill. This is also giving a little bit of sexy. Even the shoe is a little sexy. It's got some toe cleavage, okay? So we got our chill, we got our sexy, and we got our creative. Where am I creative? The creative is where this rip is in the jeans, but also using a white belt as opposed to the typical black belt that everyone would like immediately reach for. Now I'm going to give you an example of what it looks like when we are styled wrong with big, big, big. The first outfit I had on just now was slim, slim, slim. Let's fix up an outfit where we start with big, big, big. Be right back. All right, I'm back with big, big, big. I'm wearing an oversized shirt. I'm wearing wide leg jeans. I'm wearing combat boots. Now, because I am a soft natural, this look can almost work for me. Some of you might be thinking, well, it's not terrible. It's not terrible, but on a different body type, you will be swallowed up into the abyss, honey. Okay, I am almost being swallowed up, but I'm holding on for dear life. Okay, I done got swallowed up by the whale. All right, I'm still in the ocean, but I got saved a little bit only because of my body type. That's real Bible reference. Anyway, yeah, I'm being swallowed up by all these big clothes. So we want to switch this out to be big, slim skin, but we're in a rush. We don't have time to be like changing our entire outfit. So what can we do to make this outfit work almost as is? The first thing we're going to do, remember my other style hack from earlier? First thing we're going to do, we're going to show our wrist, okay? So that's going to give us a little bit more skin, okay? Because we don't have any skin here besides my face. So we're going to show a little bit of skin. Next thing we're going to do is we are going to tuck this shirt. Excuse me. Last thing we're going to do, and we can do this in a hurry because we got somewhere to be. We're going to change our shoes. Here we are. Remember my kitten heels from earlier? I told y'all, don't knock it until you try it. There is a use case for kitten heels in 2025-26, okay? So we got our big and big. We can have, you don't have to just have one big. It doesn't matter. You just have to have all 3. Big, slim, and skin. It doesn't matter how many bigs and how many slims and how many skins, just as long as you have all 3. So we can keep our big. We can keep these big. We switched out to a slim shoe, showing still just a peak of skin, but I think we need to show just a little bit more. We exposed our wrist. You may or may not see that skin on the shoe. So I'm going to unbutton this. I know. Everybody relax. Everybody calm down. It will be okay. Okay? I'm going to unbutton this and we're going to show just a little bit of bra. What? I just had on this bra just on a regular day? Yes. Okay? We're going to show just a little bit of bra. All right? And now we've opened up our neckline here. Sorry for the noise. Now we've opened up our neckline here. We got some skin. We got our big and we got the slim. Now our proportions are correct. And I actually love this outfit. Okay. So this is how we're looking. Excuse the mic. All right. big, slim skin. Doesn't matter how many of each you have. It just matters that you have all three represented in your outfit. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you learned something. And if you did, click that like button so somebody else can see this video so they can learn something too. Or better yet, you can skip over that and just share it. Share it with somebody so they can learn. And last but not least, if you haven't subscribed yet and you've made it this far in the video, you like me. You do. You like me. So you might as well go ahead and subscribe so you know the next time I upload, which will likely be on Sunday. Okay? Click that like button, share it, or subscribe, or do all three if you haven't already. My time here is done. I know it's a sad, sad moment in history. The moment that I have to leave you. But before I go, I'll leave you with these words to be you and be the most you-est you could ever be, because everybody else is taken. I can't whistle anymore. I don't know what happened. Something happened to my lips. Something happened to the muscles in my face. I don't know. I used to be able to whistle. I taught my bird the Andy Griffith song, and now I can't whistle. I can't whistle anymore. But more importantly, why are you still here? Minding my business. Oh, you want to watch me try on some jeans because you know the next segment is coming. And this is a special segment only for the people who just really enjoy spending time with me. So they stick around to the very, 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 very end of the video because it's time for denim, 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 denim. This is my favorite part of the video. This is the part of the video where I choose a pair of jeans from this healthy stack that I've been collecting over the, I don't know how many years. And I put on a pair of jeans and I style it for you in a way that I would wear on a regular day. All right. Let's choose. Oh, I'm gonna go for these. These, haven't worn these in a very long time. These are American Eagle mom jeans. These are some of my favorite jeans. These are jeans that made me realize that I no longer liked low-rise jeans. This was the pair that did it for me. Tired of my butt crack showing whenever I bent over. I didn't like it. So these are high-waisted mom jeans. Let me put them on for you. These are my American Eagle mom jeans, the jeans that changed it all for me. I used to be in photo shoots or just living life, have to bend over, my butt cracks out, hated it. Here's me pushing up my sleeves to show some skin. Oh, and I cut this sweatshirt off to make it a little more creative. And yeah, this is me playing with proportions. This is another level of 1/3, 2/3, all sorts of thirds proportions rules. I got those boots in 2007 in Germany, put on a coat because it's cold outside, and some fun sunglasses. That's it. Bye.